Gotta get in the zone.
Oh, good one.
Thanks. Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That, the podcast where we did not... Oh, I hated my hands. I'm going to start over. I was going... That was weird. Okay. Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That, the podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Bobby.
And I'm your co-host, Erin. I'm PMSing.
Damn.
And I'm just here.
I am here as well. We put up the backdrop today.
Yeah, do you guys like that or like not?
They probably don't give a
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let us know. We changed up our studio a little bit. My mom has been requesting for months that we put up a backdrop. I guess she was tired of seeing my recycling. Heard.
Oh.
So.
Well, at least you recycle.
That's true.
Yeah. See, we're like all about the planet on this podcast.
All about it. Like, please. So, you know, yeah, let us know.
It was a horrible intro.
Oh, really bad intro. Like, already clicked off of this podcast. Who's watching this episode?
We'll have to put like a very like clickbaity title with my name in it. Kidding.
No, it's okay. Our fans just hate me. I get it.
The way you said that was so sad. We need to like talk about something. It was such a bad intro.
Should we start over?
Mm-hmm.
What would we even say instead?
Usually we like jump into something. What do we usually do?
Just start over.
We usually say something funny. Okay.
And if you would like for us to do more studio production improvements, please send me money.
Yeah, for sure. Like I could see us having like some cool stuff, like a sign.
Oh, I would love a sign.
A studio.
An actual room would be fantastic.
So that's our journey. Eventually.
Yeah.
Also, we do need to start really honing in on the live show.
Oops.
Which, like, once we figure out a venue, that's the hardest part. And then we just figure out the logistics of inviting everyone.
No idea where to do it.
We might just have to, like, push it back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It's...
Because it was supposed to be in 2 weeks.
It's supposed to be, like, this week.
So we're not doing it soon. But it'll... in the fall.
It really started in, like, September, when you think about it. Not July.
That's just simply not true.
It was probably July.
It was July. But that's okay. It's almost 1 year of the podcast. It probably is.
Aww.
I know.
That's what we should have started with. I wouldn't even have noticed.
It might be next week.
Wait, let me look.
Yeah, look at when the first one was posted. August 15th.
That's my mom's birthday.
That's just... Okay, great. Well, that's crazy because I thought it was July.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, we have so much time.
So August 15th, we'll talk about how it's our 1 year then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that intro worse?
Yes.
Cool.
Because it was all over the place.
Great. Going really well. What do you want to say first?
I don't know. I mean, first of all, obviously Biden dropped out. Just get that out of the way.
Let's just get that out of the way. Yeah, so Joe Biden, the president of the United States, dropped out of the race, so he is not up for re-election, which is unprecedented.
And also, I wish that he would have done this a year ago, so we could have like had more time.
Yeah, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff about how like he's backing Kamala. I'm sure that it's going to be Kamala. Like, I don't know how everything's going to work, but like it's going to be Kamala. So I've seen a lot of posts and stuff that's like it gives them less time to like research a candidate or like create targeted attacks against a candidate.
Interesting.
The Republican National Convention already happened and they spent the entire thing talking about a man who's not running for president.
Okay.
So basically wasted that whole convention on complaining about Biden. Also, all they've been doing is talking about like his age and shit. And now it's like Trump is like 28 years older than Kamala. So, well, not 28, but like whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like kind of on the Kamala train. Beep, beep. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you've been seeing like important information online because all I've been seeing is like Kamala is a brat summer. I'm just like, you know what?
Oh, I've also been seeing the stage 5 brain rot fan cams of Kamala Harris set to the craziest sounds.
Yeah. And you know what? What more do we want in a president?
No, exactly. This morning, I woke up to one that was coconut, 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 instead of bumping that. And they made an entire 365 mash of her talking about, you think you just fell out of a coconut tree? And her laugh.
I am obsessed with that.
I am obsessed.
And I just love that we're all just like not taking anything seriously, which is horrifying, but hilarious.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I
simply don't either.
I'm way more excited to vote for her than I was for Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not here for leftists talk or just non-Trumpers talking about how she's a terrible person and she was a cop and a cab and like whatever. Like, yeah, but like
look what we're working
it's
with.
that or Trump. Like,
crazy.
I've done enough rants on my social media about the third party voting of it all that I'll spare you all. But
yeah, come on.
Be so fucking for real.
And I would like to think that like our viewers are not
idiots
disagreeing with us on that front, but
I'd like to think that they don't disagree with us on anything,
except maybe some of our new viewers who don't know us.
Yeah, we did get a few more subscribers over the weekend.
I love that.
Welcome to our new viewers and subscribers. We love you guys.
We love you, faggots.
We'll see if anyone unsubscribes.
They will, or they won't unsubscribe, but we'll see how our views do.
Yeah.
So I was just in Michigan.
Yeah.
I went on a vacay, which I think I said in the last episode. And I guess I'll just like get into it, right?
Get into it, yeah.
So like I said, I had the week off because it was supposed to be me and my ex Levi's 1-year anniversary and his birthday.
Allegedly.
Never seen the birth certificate. But
where in Michigan were you?
It's like near Traverse City. It's called Glen Lake.
Love Traverse City.
Literally beautiful. So I grew up going there every summer as a kid because it's my uncle's lake house.
So did Eric Alton and my 8th grade boyfriend.
Aw. Okay. And I haven't been there in 10 years, like since I was a senior in high school. So like when, you know, everything went down, I was like, well, I still have this week off. I want to do something like for myself and like still take a vacay. So I texted my cousin and I was like, are you going to be there that week? She was like, yes, come. It was like 4 families, including her family, of just like people that are really cool and fun, like their friends and their kids. There were 10 children there, which is a lot. But it was, they were all very well behaved and very sweet, and like I just kind of hung out with the adults.
Love that for them.
But yeah, so we went like boating. We went.
Oh.
I went on a solo hike that I could not talk more about. It was so beautiful. So it started as like a trail through like the forest, and I went really early in the morning, so like no one was really there yet. Hike through the forest, and it goes out into like the big sand dunes like on Lake Michigan. So then you're walking like for miles just like on these sand dunes on a trail by the water, and like parts of it in a good way or bad.
No, I have really weak calves.
Oh, okay.
The sand is tough.
The sand was tough because at some parts
I literally actually can't believe you did that now that I'm thinking about it. Like that is like,
well, I love to like walk and stuff. Yeah.
But like dunes,
it wasn't that hard. It really wasn't.
There's a famous photo of me at 15 years old. We went on sand dune rides, and they drop you off at the bottom of one because it's too tall for the car, and you walk to the top and like see a view.
Yeah.
At even 15, I'm crawling up this hill. There's literally a photo of me like mid crawl, like what the
like
fuck
some
are we doing?
Shit. Sorry to those affected.
Oh my god. Why did they make that song? I think about this all the time.
Bastille?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, why would you write
a
pop song about one of like the most gruesome tragedies in human history?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the significance with the lyrics or like really what the song's about.
Pompeii.
It's about that?
Yeah, it's called Pompeii.
I know it's called Pompeii, but like...
Oh yeah, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love.
Whoa.
It's the most insane song.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was a big hit.
But if you close your eyes, it almost seems like nothing.
Okay, you know what? That part
changed
kind of
at
hits.
all.
But if you close your eyes... No, wait.
If you close your eyes, your flesh is burning. It still feels like something has changed.
It probably happened so fast.
Girl.
I don't know.
Hopefully actually. It did.
Anywho. So that wasn't my experience. I had a great time on the sand dunes. And there were parts when you could walk down to the water, and then like walking back up was hard. Because you're like, even if you run, it's like so slow because the sand.
Yeah.
But I literally, like, it changed my life.
So you're just like frolicking through the sand hills.
Absolutely. And then
for how long did this excursion last?
I was there for like 2 hours. Because like it just keeps going. So eventually I was like, okay, I'm going to go back. And
It's
like,
so funny that like that would have taken me at least 4 hours, and I know that for a fact. Like exactly what you did
yeah.
would have taken me 4 hours
Well,
because I would have been crawling.
yeah, for sure. I was really feeling it.
And was it good, like views?
Oh my God, the views were insane. It was, literally, like I said, it was one of the most like beautiful, life-changing experiences of my life. Just like, I don't know. And I was really leaning into like the, you know, like looking up at the sky. Like I'm just a person who asking God for help. Not help, but like just I don't know. I was listening to The Lakes by Taylor Swift and like other good music. It was really beautiful. So that was like my highlight of it, I think. And then the rest we like went boating. I went shopping. Oh my God. We went to this like place for dinner or whatever, and we're like having drinks, and then we went shopping. So I like had a good buzz, and I went off on my own like to shop. And I went into this store that I like grew up going to, but they like changed it, and now it's like a crystal like holistic store.
Perfect.
I was the only one in there.
This was after your hike?
I don't remember what day this was. No, I think it was before.
Oh.
I don't remember. But
Doesn't matter.
it does not matter. But the lady working in there was so sweet and just like, what are you looking for? Like, what do you need? And so I ended up just like buying a bunch of like rose quartz, obviously. And
Of all things.
of all things. So that was really nice. It was very healing. And like that was the whole vibe of my trip. I was like, I want to like just like wash my hands of all the things I've been going through and whatever. Wow.
Then what?
But then, okay, but here's the thing. Well, I'll explain all of it. So then when I was in Michigan was when it was Levi's birthday. And he messaged me that night saying like, I wish you were here. And I said, do you? Like, do you
Right.
actually? And he was like, yeah, I've been thinking about you all day. I want to come up to Cleveland still because I was going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I bought us tickets for Christmas.
You were always still going?
I was always still going.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, because like, what am I going to do? Waste the ticket?
I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought you like
Oh, no.
canceled things and got your money back.
Oh, I canceled nothing. My mom booked me a hotel at the West End. I was going by myself. And then he was like, I kind of want to still come to Cleveland. And I was like, come to Cleveland. And I kind of expecting him to like not come to
Yeah.
Cleveland. Like he's just like drinking and like saying shit. Well, he came to Cleveland.
Drunk
And
driving.
no, he didn't leave
Oh.
the night of his birthday.
Oh, I see.
He left the next day. And that's what I'm saying. Like I thought the next day he would wake up and be like, oh my God, I was so drunk. I didn't mean any of that.
Totally.
Well, he came to Cleveland, so like it was only like a one night thing. So like he got to the hotel, and then we went to like dinner, and like we went to this gay bar that was like dead because it was Sunday night. So that was kind of a bummer.
right.
But like we were vibing. They were playing a lot of Ariana Grande, you know the vibes.
Totally.
And then the next day, yesterday, we went to the Hall of Fame, which was really fun. And like before that, like because our thing was at like 3:00, so like we went to like lunch on the river, which was really cool, or the Lake Erie, famously,
Totally.
or something. It was on a river.
I wouldn't know
I'm
the
not really sure
difference.
about the geography of it all, but Cleveland was really a cool city. I'll get back to the other stuff in a minute, but like I had like a bad image of Cleveland, I think, just the way people talk about it and stuff. But
Yeah,
it was
I hate
like
it personally.
we stayed like downtown, and it was like beautiful and artsy and like super fun.
To be fair, I haven't been there in 10 years, but I did hate it when I was there. It was just brown and
Yeah,
stupid.
it wasn't like that. It was really cool. And I was like a little concerned, obviously, like being like, yeah, come with me after I had this like beautiful like healing journey in Michigan.
Totally.
But like it genuinely did not. I just had a great time. Like I
Yeah.
feel happy that he went. We had so much fun, and it was nice. Like I could have gone to the museum by myself and like had a great time, but like all the other stuff in the city, like I don't know if I would have like ventured out as much as we did, just because like I don't know the city and whatever. But yeah, I don't feel any sense of like, damn, like I wish I did it by myself or anything, and I don't really feel any type of way. So like the vibe is like, we didn't talk about this at all, but like last time we talked about like relationship stuff. He was like, I don't want to commit. I'm talking to other guys, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of am just like, okay, you know. So yeah, we had a good time, and I thought that maybe I would feel some sort of way, and I don't. I just feel good.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty hyped about that. Also, speaking of talking to other guys, I have been on Hinge.
Yeah.
And I have a couple dates coming up.
I knew you would have something scheduled by the next episode.
Mm-hmm. So I have a date on Sunday. And
To
then
what?
to dinner.
Where, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I have some dates coming up and I'm excited. Just like very casual.
Yeah. I want to see.
Like the guys?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the one that
You
just
play
sent me
volleyball
his
with
number.
him?
You play volleyball with him?
I swear to
Is he
God.
nice?
Yeah.
Is he
he's
cute?
really nice.
I think that
he's-
picture's cute.
How old is he? Does it say? He's gonna be
31.
like 36. Oh. I assumed he was way older at volleyball, and I assumed he was married with children.
Great.
Crazy that he's gay.
Well, I'm still gonna go on the date. I think that picture's cute. The rest, I was like, I don't know.
This is so crazy to me that, like,
He did say he was playing volleyball recently, and I was like, oh my god, crazy.
the
My friends
amount
play
of
volleyball.
times that I've told you to come to volleyball because of how many gay people are there, and how many times our worlds have collided recently, where you're telling me that you matched with a guy, and then I found out I play volleyball. Like, it's just like, they really are all gay, even the ones I think are straight. But the ones I think are gay are straight. It's just chaos.
And I'm really not in it for anything. Like, I just want to go on some dates and just
Yeah.
put myself out there. So I'm excited about that. So,
Yeah, dip your little toesies in.
mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't
Really
know.
what life is about.
In terms of like the Levi stuff, I know I said I didn't want to get too much into it, but like I'm kind of just at the point where like I am not going to care. Like, you don't want to commit, you want to talk to other guys. One day, you'll probably regret that. And even if you don't,
like,
I don't
it just
know.
doesn't matter. I think he already.
Well, I mean, here the other thing is like he texted me on his birthday saying he's been thinking about me all day and misses
So that's
me.
what I was about to say. Is I think all men regret it enough to say, "I fucked up. I miss you." But then what?
But then what? And that's why I didn't want to like this trip. I was like, I'm not expecting anything from this. I know what'll happen. We'll just hang out. But if
Yeah.
I get like super emotionally wrapped up into it, then I'll just like get my feelings hurt again. And
Yeah.
my feelings aren't hurt. I feel
Cool.
good. So
Well, because last time we talked, you were just kind of gonna try to like not answer, or, like not talk, or just kind of go that route. Like, are you still?
I'm just like not going any route now because that was my vibe before I knew he was like still coming on the trip. I was literally planning on like coming back and just like ta-ta forever. And now I just like don't care. Like, I'm just like, if I don't know, I'll probably eventually meet someone else and then I'll be like, well, never gonna talk to him again, because why would I be talking to my ex when I'm dating someone?
Yeah, but like that's not how we get over people.
I feel pretty over it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not over him all the way, but like I have no emotional,
Nothing left to give. No tears left to cry.
literally no tears. I felt zero type of way like after we like said goodbye or the whole time. I was just having a good time. So
Crazy.
I don't know. I feel way more secure in myself, and the situation is very clear to me on what
It's so clear.
it is. So
Yeah. I think we were actually talking about this off camera last time. I realized we weren't filming when we were talking about this.
no.
But yeah, I feel like eventually, as you do continue to detach emotionally from it and like are able to look at it even more objectively, it's because like the way that we can all view it, because we don't have emotional connection to him. It's just like he was so great and fun, but you're just so much better than him. And
Yeah.
not in like a negative way, just in like a
Yeah. Well, no, not in a negative way. Like, no shade.
truly no, like there's truly on my end, like there's never gonna be like shade from me to him, like
No, for sure.
and especially with what I've been through, like this man could never do what other men have done to you or any of my other friends.
But at the
Like,
same time, he can never do what I do when I like someone, which is be emotionally intelligent and willing to.
oh yeah, no, exactly, which is why like for me, like it's never been like a fuck him, this is so fucked up. It's just been like a, this isn't good enough for you. Like, and that's again, like it's not like he's so fucked up. Like it's literally just like a, not what you're looking for. Never has been.
So, yeah,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Good riddance, Levi. I'm assuming he stopped watching
Oh,
months ago.
for
so
sure.
it is what it is.
I do have to pee, so I feel like that's a good segue.
Great segue.
So I don't really have much more to say about my trip, but it was really fun. I had a great time.
Good.
I didn't want to come home.
I bet. I have genuinely never seen anyone open a can like that in my life.
What does that mean?
Just like backwards.
Like that?
Yeah.
How would you do it? With your index finger?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that.
Stop. I've never seen that. Can I have a sippy?
I mean, I knew that was going to be a reaction.
Oh.
Anyway, what do you have going on?
Oh. I, like I said, am PMSing, so I want to just end my life. Not in a suicidal way.
Okay.
Like, when I'm PMSing, like, my hormones are so fucked that, like, I can't think of an adjective or a noun for this, but I want to cut everybody and everything off. Like, I want to quit my job. I want to move. I want to never talk to anyone ever again and just be, like, no, I wouldn't do that either. I don't know. I just, like, I'm not having a good day.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And, ever since we filmed and I said, like, I'm not doing well mentally, like, it has not gotten any better. I think it's actually gotten worse. So.
Well, if you keep saying that, it's going to keep reaffirming it.
I haven't said it until right now.
You said it on the podcast, and you were saying that.
Well, I'm allowed to say I'm not doing well.
No, for sure. But, like, I think if you, like, think. You also literally tweeted earlier that you're miserable.
I said I'm so unhappy.
Yeah. So that's going to just keep.
Yeah, it's just been. I don't think this is one of these things that I can, like, think myself out of. Like,
I don't think so
need
either,
to,
but.
Do something about it. I just don't really know what. I mean, I do know. Oh.
What is that?
Therapy that I can't afford and medication that I can't afford.
Yep.
So.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I am potentially changing roles at my job.
Okay.
And I will no longer be in the department that I'm in with the coworkers that I'm in. If you know, you know. And I will no longer report to my mother, and I won't report to anyone who's in my family.
Okay.
Which would be great. And my mom and I talked about this a lot. Like, my mom and I have a really good working relationship. Like, we obviously, like, bicker or, like, get into it more than, like, you would with a normal coworker about work stuff. And, like, it's also hard for me to know, like, the inner workings of the company or, like, what's going on in her life more than, like, a regular coworker would. And sometimes that just I don't want all this at my job. Like, it's so stressful.
For sure.
Jobs are hard enough. I hate work.
Yeah.
But I think it would be really nice, and it would be in marketing. So I would be able to do, like, creative stuff, video editing, even, like, just graphics, like, just shit that I actually care about, even social media. Like,
that sounds great.
Yeah, but I'm worried. So that's really stressing me out. Like, I'm worried how my other coworkers would react to finding out that they have to do my work now, basically. And I know, but I have to keep working with them. Like, if I just quit and then they had to do all my job, I wouldn't care. But we're still going to have to work together.
Yeah. And
I think what's worrying me, God, this is so boring.
No, it's not.
Who gives a shit about this?
People that care about you and watch this.
Okay, so it wouldn't be like a full move. Like, I would still do, like, employee engagement and, like, some HR stuff, which that's the part that worries me and keeps it a little, like, muddy, is, like, I'm not fully moving out of this group. I'd still have to work with them, and I just worry that a lot of the stuff that I do, they're not even going to be able to do, so I'm just going to be doing
more work.
1.5 to 2 jobs for the same pay and then just be even more stressed out. I don't know. I'm super grateful to have been able to come into this role when my job got shut down from COVID. I know not everyone had that privilege, but the way that it has spiraled into, like, my full career now, and I never wanted it, and I don't like anything that I'm doing. Like, I like helping people and I like certain aspects of my job, but for the most part, like, I literally hate everything that I do every day. Like, I wake up in existential dread and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But I think I've talked about this before where like in terms of creative jobs, like I'm never going to be able to make what I make at those. So it's hard for me to just jump ship because I'm so comfortable. I have a lifestyle set up around what I make exactly, and I can't make any less than that. My boyfriend just quit his job, so like we can't be a 0 income household.
Mm-hmm.
We're not a 1 income household either. He's still making money, but he doesn't have like the comfort of the salary.
Yeah.
And I
but
don't
also
think...
like I don't know, that's just part of change. Like a lot of it's like uncomfortable or scary, or you have to like make adjustments. Like in terms of like making way less, like I get that for sure. Like you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But like your schedule we were talking about earlier and stuff like that, like sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet.
Yeah, and I do think that like if I did find another job, even if it was creatively, it would still probably be remote or like you know, I don't ever see myself going into an office from 9 to 5, like probably ever again. I can't believe anyone ever did that. Insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's really the financial piece of it. Like I can't afford to not make what I make. I'm barely making ends meet right now. Like something is going on. That's also part of why I'm like so fucked up right now. Cause I'm in so much medical debt and I just need to go into more. Like I need, like even the thought of like going to therapy or seeing the specialist that I need to see or getting on medication or seeing a doctor for that is like, more money.
Yeah.
That I don't have. And our insurance sucks.
Yeah. I mean, so does mine, famously.
It's insane. What if we both quit our jobs and then got back on Medicaid?
I would love to. Medicaid was so amazing.
That's what I hear from you.
Yeah. No, it was great. But then we wouldn't have jobs.
Yeah, and whatever.
Guys, make this podcast take off. I'm so sick of everything. I want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Okay, well, you
and a poet.
Like get on TikTok like once a quarter, so some of that's your fault.
I know.
And we also need to like promote this podcast.
Yeah.
You were on vacation.
And I made the best promotion I've ever made. I made one clip and it got over 700 views and it got us like 5 subscribers.
Okay, but I needed to tell you this, and this is not for camera. You need to add that little clip at the end.
I know.
So otherwise they're like, that was a fun clip.
It's in the thing.
Yeah, please. I also want to just be famous. I've always wanted to be famous. That's always been my goal. But I'm also so scared of fame.
I could take it or leave it at this point.
Like horrified.
I always wanted to as
rich.
well. I do. Yeah, that would be nice.
I just want to not hate my job.
Like happy.
Yeah, like
I literally just want to be happy.
I want to be able to afford the things that I need and the lifestyle that I live. And I want the way that I attain those things to not make me miserable. Is that so much to ask for in this economy?
It's really not. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate, unfortunately.
Yeah. I really don't know. Like, I like keep having this conversation and I'm just like not getting any solutions or like anything out of it. So I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm just going to have to be miserable for a little bit until I can
for a little bit, but
make more money so I can afford therapy and the medical procedures that I need. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in a bad place.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, my therapy ended and I read a million self-help books that actually genuinely really helped me. So, like, if you put your nose to the grindstone, maybe that you could get some. But everyone's different. Like, not what helped me with a breakup is going to help you with, like, your life medical shit.
Totally.
But it could.
Yeah, I just don't know what book
I don't know.
to even look for.
Post on Reddit.
I just did a whole rant about that earlier. How I'm just like, I'm not a reader or a writer.
Oh, well then don't do that.
I know. I'm just going to keep rotting my brain with
but
TikTok.
there are free therapy programs. They're harder to access and like find someone that you like are obsessed with, but like why not try? What? You told me about one before when I
glitched. It wasn't free. It was just discounted, which like I need to look into that. I need to reach out to Amanda. I don't know. I'm in a weird like loop where like my ADHD has like never been this fucking bad in my life. I'm feeling like truly debilitated. Like I am like not functioning. Like, I'm doing really bad.
But also, if you don't like what you're doing, like that would make a huge impact on that as well.
For
like,
sure.
You're not going to feel motivated if the stuff you're doing doesn't fulfill you.
I just mean even like outside of work, like the ADHD is spilling all around me. Like, I'm just doing bad. And I'm like, do I get medication first so that I can even start to like take care of myself, or like I'm in a chicken and egg situation right now.
I kind of believe in therapy first, but like obviously different for everyone.
I do too. I also just have like so many other pressing issues that like every time I've ever done therapy, I've been there for something, and then we never even addressed the ADHD because I always quit going because I stopped being able to afford it.
That's the thing. And it's crazy. We should all have access to free healthcare and free mental health care, if anything.
At the bare minimum, yes, we should have free healthcare, but even say in a world where we don't, at the bare minimum, like, health insurance should cover mental health, and mine doesn't, and I've never been on one that did.
It's just so, it's infuriating. I wish I could still go to therapy as well.
Yeah. We have to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have to go.
We have to figure something out.
I'm also starting to think I might have, like, OCD.
Maybe.
Well, like, because Amanda always talks about it and, like, posts about it, and I've found some accounts through her that, like, explain it in a totally different light, where, like, I think maybe my fear of, like, throwing up and, like, the hypochondria is, like, an obsessive thought pattern.
I mean, yeah.
So it's, like, you don't necessarily have to do, like, compulsory behaviors to have OCD.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, you can just have, like, kind of the obsessive piece about it. There's so many different ways to have it, and it's so not like what's portrayed. Like, oh my god, I clean so much. I have OCD.
Right.
Fuck off. Oh, I can't pay attention when a movie's on. I have ADHD. Fuck off. Literally, fuck off.
Yeah, therapy is so expensive.
It's fucked up, and I'm so sorry that, like, so many episodes have just been, like, us complaining about how fucked up everything is and me complaining about my life. But, like,
it's our podcast.
I don't know. It's our show and not yours, and I've been going through it, and I'm going to keep talking about it. And if you head over to my TikTok, I just did a 7-minute true ADHD rant that was supposed to be about endometriosis and just ended up being not that.
Okay.
So
check that out.
Yeah, check that out. Please follow me on TikTok. Please.
Well, I'm sorry you're struggling.
Thanks.
I wish I could give you money for therapy. I cannot.
Me too. I should start a GoFundMe.
Maybe.
For my own therapy, please.
I've thought about it.
Maybe I'll start door dashing. I've been thinking about that a lot.
Honestly, if you DoorDash like enough a month, you could probably pay for a few therapy sessions.
Totally. It wouldn't even be that big of a deal.
I also should probably just like pay for some therapy sessions.
Yeah, me too. We should just bite the bullet. Let's just fucking do it.
Prioritize that, and like if we can't buy XYZ instead, who cares? Because we're prioritizing our mental health.
I know.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna schedule an appointment.
Clothes and shoes. So
for
good.
sure, but like.
I really want to buy new. No, never mind.
But like, do the clothes and shoes make you not want to die?
Yes.
Yeah, in the moment.
But only for like each time I wear the outfit and like when I first open the package. Other than that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but yes, retail therapy like
is
truly,
real. No, I agree.
And like I've said it before, I'll say it again. Whoever said money can't buy happiness was an idiot.
No, if I was loaded, I probably would be happy.
Yeah, I wouldn't care about any of this.
Yeah.
Peasants.
Yeah.
Like, I would be able to meet my basic needs and then some. And obviously, you know, hierarchy of needs, you know, as these get met, you create more that you weren't even able to fathom before your needs were met. So, like...
But I don't care. I want them.
Exactly. Like, exactly. I would be fine. If I had a personal chef, I could live exactly where I live now. I don't need anything different in that. Drive whatever I drive now. Like, I don't care about, like, that.
I agree.
If I had a personal chef and a therapist and enough money to pay all my medical bills and, like that type of care, I could afford it. Mm-hmm. And honestly, some cosmetic procedures, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
What would make you happy?
I would like to not ever work again.
Totally.
I mean, but duh.
That too. I would like to be able to do what I love. Like, honestly, this type of stuff and just, like...
Yeah, creative stuff.
Like, content
and, like, traveling.
creation. Oh, yeah.
That's a big one for me. I would just like to, like, I don't know, have the option to just do whatever I want. Like, I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. But I agree, like, I like my apartment. It's
Yeah.
not like the nicest apartment, but it's like it's big
Yeah.
and it's for me, and I love the way I decorated it. Like, it's very like me, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I don't want a new car right now either. I would
Yeah.
just
I'm really not looking for like total luxury. I'm
No.
just looking for like
happiness.
upper middle class.
Yeah.
Like,
Which, like, I assume we will get there eventually. Like, we're still very young, and like the pendulum for like, you know, like our parents or whoever, like, probably were a little bit better off when they were our age now. But like, that's just because of the fucking economy and everything. Like,
Yeah.
we still have like good jobs, and we'll
yeah,
just
but
keep
we're
growing
also
from there.
like not. We're in such a weird place in society where like hardly anyone is taking those traditional paths anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to keep growing at this company and stay at it forever.
Yeah.
And like, I think the things that we both want to do, like, you either like make it and you make tons of money, or you struggle forever like trying to freelance and like do
for
bullshit
sure.
hourly jobs.
If
like,
I could just literally write poetry all the live long day
Yeah.
and like be rich from that,
yeah,
done.
content creation, barista. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I so badly want to be a barista for like fun. Like, you could pay me no money if I was making enough money. Like, that is like my happy place.
Mm-hmm.
So add that to my list actually of things that would buy me happiness. A really nice espresso machine inside of my home, like a huge like
Ooh,
$40,000 one. Yeah,
That's a lot of
that
money.
is luxury, but like that would
No,
be the
there
one
would
thing.
Okay, don't get me wrong. There would be luxury
signs.
things. There would be signs. But no, I don't know. Maybe we should just like, I don't know,
I think we should
do something.
commit to the bit. Like, I think we should work really hard at what we love to do.
Yeah, I
Like,
think you're right.
this podcast, social media content creation. You should sell another poetry book. Like, we should
I think
just
you're right.
take life by the fucking reins. Like, what are we doing right now?
What are we doing?
We're just sitting bitching about it on the couch when it seems like no one wants to get their ass up and work these days.
You're right,
And I
though.
don't, which is what we just talked about.
But like, if that was my job, is being creative. It literally is. I'm insane. But I like my job. I love my job. I just don't.
You
get
just
paid.
don't
I
get
just
paid
don't
enough.
and I never will. There.
Exactly.
I
And
could
that's
grow-
like what I'm saying is like, it seems like you could grow, but you've been there for so fucking long.
Well, I could move into like a higher position, which like I'm gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Like, I'm
When?
trying after the fireworks. I'm really gonna like do something.
But then, like, what if they say no, or they say, "Yeah, we'll get you
I
there,"
don't
and then
mean
it'll be
just
3
at
years.
my company. Like, I'm finding a new job
Oh,
after the
please.
fireworks.
Yeah, after the fireworks, totally.
I do think what you just said kind of like lit a fire in me too. Like, I want to like actually, I will put out another poetry book, and I will focus more on like, I'll make more fucking TikToks, or I'll
Do make more TikToks, please.
yeah, my TikToks are bomb.
I love your TikToks.
Thanks.
I love when you literally come on once a quarter and make like 8 and then never come back.
That's exactly what I do.
But I want it to be consistent. I want to see you on there.
And I
all the
think that
time.
you have more chance of like going viral or something if you post. Well, duh, never mind.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a dumb thing to say.
it's crazy the way the algorithm works. Like, sometimes I get really sad and like upset because I'm like, I think we missed the window of like becoming a TikToker. I'm also not 19 dancing on there, so.
For sure.
But we should do the Apple dance. I forgot. Podcast. Oh boy! Wow, what a crazy conversation we just had.
That's real. That's life.
No, that's real. That's life. And
And I do think a lot of people can relate to what we're saying.
yeah.
And if not, literally fuck yourself.
I literally hope
I'm
that they
happy for
can.
you.
But yeah, we need to promote this week for real, for real, for real.
And we need to just like
Did we say anything clippable? Have we been funny at all?
no.
Cool.
It's all been real.
Yeah, true.
Which is real.
Tune in each week because you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I have more topics,
Go for it.
and we have like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, we have plans. You see what
Okay,
I'm
I have
saying?
3 topics.
Okay.
One is updates on Zach because last week
Oh.
was the story time.
Oh yeah.
Have seen him so many times. No one cares. Everybody's just playing with him like nothing happened. I'm not.
Yeah.
He's literally been like rolling up and smoking the weed that he stole from Brianna like in front of us while he's there, and it is crazy to
Which
see.
further leads me to believe it's way more of a mental thing.
I'm over that now. I'm off that.
We just hate him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was
Fuck you.
feeling so... No, I do have a ton of it. I really do think that he has untreated bipolar and is in a super manic episode. I think that it's kind of died down. Like, I think he's still manic, but, like, it's not as, like, severe and intense as it was, like, 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And I think that he has narcissistic personality disorder, like, in the truest sense of, like, the disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it needs psychiatric evaluation. But
Probably
I
can't
don't think
afford
he'll
it.
ever get help. I don't think he'll ever admit it, which I understand that narcissistic personality disorder makes it really difficult for you to, like, look within and think that something's wrong and do something about that. I don't even know if it's treatable, actually. I think you just become a serial killer and then you die.
I don't think it's treatable, but I think you have to, like, be super conscious of it, and most narcissists would not be super conscious
Exactly.
of that.
It's kind of like part of it. So that sucks. And I understand that there's a lot of things that are outside of your control. But I also feel like at this point, people there have given the mental health of it all, like, way too much credit to the point where it's like no one even fucking cares what happened
Like,
anymore.
let's include
They're
the
just
guy.
like, oh, like,
No, not
poor
all.
Zach.
Yeah, no.
Like, so I'm over that. And, like, he was there the other night just, like, fucking with us. Like, just, like, being around our stuff when he doesn't normally stand anywhere where we put our stuff in a place where he never is specifically. And then he was just, like, around. Oh, my God. Damn it. At one point, he was, like, tossing a football. He just wasn't playing. He was just there all night. And was just, like, tossing a football with people who were on my court. And I literally was like, if I accidentally get hit in the head with a football, I will go to jail tonight. Like, I will literally go so feral on this man.
Yeah.
It will be embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
And throwing a frisbee, I'm like, if anything hits anyone, I'm gonna lose it. Because it will not be an accident. And at one point, the ball came onto our court, and I was serving. And he said, help. And I kicked it. And he goes, nice kick. And I'm like, just stop talking to me.
Leave.
Like, don't fucking talk to me. He has added me, replied directly to me in group chats and Brianna in the craziest fucking way. And just, like, no one's acknowledging it and no one's answering. And, like, we're not answering. And, like, to the point where 2 people texted Brianna and asked if they're cool now because they see him interacting with her and her not knowing what to do. He came up to her the other night 2 times. They've been in the same place, and he's come up to her and started fucking talking to her. The other night, he said, if you need me to sub for you on Friday because she just hurt her leg, like, let me know by Thursday.
I cannot.
So someone in the group chat the other night was like, hey, what's the deal with, like, the warrant for his arrest? Because I noticed he's been, like, active and, like, around. And I was like, there is a warrant for his arrest. I don't think they're going to arrest him. Like, they're just going to give him a court date and, like, whatever. And someone was like, well, should I call the cops if he's there tonight? And I'm like, yeah, do it. So someone did. The cops came. And also someone said something about the fact that he, like, talked to Brianna the other night.
Yeah.
And I said, like, hey, I just want to let everyone in this chat know that she's expressed several times that she is afraid of him and the situation remains exactly how it was before.
Yeah.
So, like, if you see that, you need to step in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's 22 years old and she's afraid of him.
Yeah.
And you guys are just letting him go up and talk to her in public in front of you all after I fucking told you exactly what happened. And she's just like, I don't think she has good coping mechanisms. She's 22, can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
And has also been through her own shit that no one seems to care about. Everyone just cares about what Zach's been through.
Yeah.
Well, she's also just not vocal about it and using it as a victim complex to make everyone feel sorry for her so they don't know. But, like, I think she's very much the type to just, like, kind of pretend things aren't happening or, like, avoid, block out, whatever.
Yeah.
So she's just been kind of, like, I've just been trying to kind of, like, excuse it all with, like, the mental health and just, like, not deal with it, but, like, it is happening still. And I'm like, yeah, and we have to be around him, like, every night because, like, you're not gonna take this from us, you freak.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just said that to them. No one's gonna do anything, but, like, whatever. But, like, if I'm there when you talk to her, like, things are gonna get weird.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's gonna get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, okay. Like, I don't know. But anyway, the cops came. They did absolutely nothing. He gathered all his stuff. He went with them, talked to them for a while. They gave him a recitation. I don't know what that is. And then gave him a court date. And then the person who called followed up afterwards and was like, because then he just came back and played on the court like nothing happened. And it's actually insane. It's actually insane. It's like the truest form of gaslighting I've actually ever seen, like a collective community gaslighting.
Quite some nerve.
This is literally how women die. This is how women get seriously hurt. Because they told you what happened, they told the cops what happened, and you all just stand around and enable his behavior and don't want to get involved. And this is like, you see like people doing almost like studies of like the psychological, like when you see someone in public, like just like a candid camera type situation and like no one steps in and they just like all stand around and watch.
Like on, What Would You Do?
What would you do?
Well, apparently they would do nothing.
Yeah, they would do nothing.
I don't know if I would do anything because I'm scared of him.
Like 100%.
So I could see some of that being the case, but also like I would go to her and be like, what do you need? Like, what can we do?
just feel like if there was a sense of community, there's so many
then you could all
grown,
band
strong
together.
men there.
Yeah, true.
2 of you could take him. Like, at least 3 of you could go up and be like, hey, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you'd have to say, too, is like, or just even like stand there so she's not with him alone. Because she's also hurt right now. So she like can't walk. She's just going there to watch because she's like doesn't want to be in her house like cooped up, not being able to walk. And he's just like, I can't. Anyway, the cops did nothing, whatever. And then the person who called after, they said she should get a subpoena.
She shouldn't fucking do anything.
To appear in court. No, like she should receive a subpoena or something. But I'm like, also crazy that you told only one party and it's the perpetrator when the court date is and you haven't told the other party. And also I told them there's footage of it happening and like no one's called to request it. Like no one's done anything with that. And then Brianna said she's called and gone in like 3 times. They're just not doing anything. Like they keep saying they'll reach out to her and they're not reaching out to her. Like we literally have to fucking harass them to like get anything to happen with this.
Well, they love harassment, so
exactly
should work.
They support it and encourage it. So yeah, that's the update on that. And after like he was there just like fucking with us, that's when I was really like, yeah, I'm over the mental health thing. You're just a terrible fucking person. Like you're calculated. You know exactly what you're doing. You're instigating. You're a bad person.
Yeah, I
and
still have a
maybe it's
drugs
because
theory.
you're a narcissist, but I don't know about drugs. I think he needs to be on drugs. And isn't.
Yeah.
But I think the weed is making him fucking paranoid because like weed helps a lot of people, but weed also really fucks up a lot of people with bipolar disorder because of just like the paranoia of it all.
Yeah.
Like just because paranoia can be like a really huge factor of a manic episode, which he was absolutely experiencing, like extreme paranoia. Like you're either with me or against me and everyone's against me. And now he's like crying to everyone that like he's being excluded and no one likes him. And
when
like,
he's famously not being excluded when he should be.
Exactly. I wish he was being excluded. But that's kind of like his whole thing is like he's doing like a woe is me bit right now where like if people don't say hi to him that he knows are like on Brianna's side, he's like, oh, what? You're not going to say hi to me? Everyone hates me now? Like,
yeah.
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 Yeah. But you know who he won't say that shit to? Me.
For sure.
He literally will not even like, it's just crazy to me. Like, he has called everyone and interacted with them in such weird ways.
Well, that's how I know that it is a little calculated, because if he was just out here delusional, he would probably call you too.
Yeah. I know it's calculated.
So.
He either won't speak to me because he did it to me too, or he knows.
You're kind of like helping.
Well, he also knows I'm fucking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I will not coward, whatever. Bag.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he has chosen his targets. He has chosen nicer people than me, truly.
Yeah.
And he knows that. Like.
Yeah.
And he knows that I've never fucked with him or believed any of his shit. Like, he'd be telling me stories even before any of this would go on, and I would just be like, I'm sorry, so what happened? And not just feed into like, oh, fuck them, you're so right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the one, babe.
I can't believe he was at your birthday. That's crazy.
So, yeah. I have two more.
Okay.
One is current and topical, and one is just something fucking crazy that happened to me last week.
Okay.
So on the theme of being horrified of men and men ruining everything, and I am really going through it with men right now. I snapped on my boyfriend the other night. He just did something dumb while we were cooking, and I literally go, "What do they teach you guys?" And it was like, sorry.
That's crazy.
He put like a whole lemon down the disposal, and then the disposal stopped working.
Oh, well, that's normal. People do that.
Not that big of one.
Yeah, they do.
They don't, and
they
shouldn't.
do. I've done it 8 million times.
You shouldn't.
Well, I have, and it's been fine.
It should be like a little
Nope,
like
I've done it. I swear.
strip. You've put.
A whole lemon. Because it makes it smell good.
I know what it's for.
I've done it so many times.
I've never had it work out for me to put anything more than like a few slices.
Well, I am a man, but it has worked in my garbage disposal.
That's crazy. You guys must have a garbage disposal of steel.
We do, because there was a vape in it one time, famously.
That's right. And
it worked.
Rocks from the aquarium.
Every time. Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck men. I'm just like, ugh. And it's the supporting for me. Like, it's really just the way that it's all enabled. The fucking patriarchy. Like, I'm fucking losing it. I am losing it. So I go to pick my boyfriend and his cousin up from the airport. And it's crazy because of everything that happened with the outage and, like, all the flights getting rescheduled. There's just, like, 100 fucking people there.
For sure.
So I'm, you can't stop when you're picking someone
God
up.
forbid.
God forbid you stop. But what I love is I notice like everyone like pretends that they need something from the person who's like waving them on. So I watched 3 people in front of me literally roll their window down and have like a full conversation
to
with
like
them.
get them not yelled at.
Just to try and stay there longer. But anyway, so I'm there for 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. I go sit in the parking garage and I had to pay $5 to be in the parking garage for 20 minutes.
Annoying.
Like if it's under an hour...
Free.
Why would I pay for that?
Yeah.
I'm just stopping through, and I literally just needed somewhere to sit. So.
Well, there's a battery lot.
What?
The battery lot. That's
the
where
cell phone lot?
That's what I meant.
What is that?
It's a free lot where you can sit and wait, and then you like pull back up.
Fuck!
Well, next time.
So anyway, I left it, and then I couldn't figure out how to get back to where you pick people up. So I ended up like kind of behind where like rental cars go. There was a 4-way stop, and my stop sign had to have been like hit by a car because it was just like I couldn't even see it when I pulled up. I didn't even know I was at a 4-way stop, and I just turned left. Mm-hmm. And there was a man. So 4-way stop. I'm going left from here, and he's over here. Has not even started driving yet. Like is just still stopped. So like didn't almost hit me. Nothing happened to him other than that he had to wait 30 more seconds.
If that.
Lays on his no, not even that. Yeah. I complete my turn. He's laying on his fucking horn, and I'm just like, sorry. Like, okay. I pull into this parking lot. He follows me into the parking lot. I go to turn around and come back out. He blocks me. I try to go around him. He just keeps blocking me. And then we both just have to stop because now I'm fully blocked in.
Yeah.
He puts his car in park. I think he's about to get out. He just starts screaming at me in his car. So terrifying. When I thought he was going to get out, I was literally like, okay. Like, okay, cool. I hope, sorry. And it's just crazy to me that he never rolled his window down because like, I can't hear you.
Yeah. And
like,
also
what's
chill.
Also, just so insane and dangerous. You're a menace to fucking society.
Yeah.
Like, why are you literally just trying to terrify a woman?
Yeah.
He would have never done that to a man. He would have never done that if I wasn't alone, unless I was with another woman. Like, and just what are you getting out of this other than putting fear in me? Because I can't hear you.
Yeah.
You're not saying anything to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he finally like starts going, and I'm literally sitting there the whole time like,
yeah.
like,
I would be terrified.
I was terrified, but I was also just like, wow, you're insane.
Yeah.
Like, this is funny that you think, I don't know what you're getting out of this. I don't know what you're doing. So then he slowly leaves the parking lot, still just making me be behind him. There's only one exit to this parking lot, just going slow as can be. And I'm just like, okay. Then at one point he stops again and is like doing this in the mirror. I don't know if he was mocking me or like, again, can't hear him. So
Yeah.
I don't know any of what he was saying. And the whole time I was just like, dude, sorry. Like, it's just, please go. I think I did this at one point, like, go. And then he was like doing that back at me. And I'm like, okay. Then we get to the exit, which is the only exit. And he just sits there, just further letting me know, like, I'm in control of the situation. I have power over you right now. If I wanted to get out, I could, and you couldn't go anywhere. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, this is exactly the moment when I was texting you, telling you that Levi's coming to.
Yeah.
So, like, men are just. My bad.
Was fully shaking when you sent that text, like all like from
like already.
yeah, like I was just like shaking, and then I still couldn't figure out how to get back to the arrivals. And at this point, he's texting me like, "We're here," and I'm like, "Great."
Picking up 2 men.
Picking up 2 fucking men, like, ah! And yeah, I'm happy the situation didn't escalate any further.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't escalate too.
Me too, but like all men should die. And that's the platform I'm running on in 2024. I'm actually going to be the Democratic nominee.
Okay.
And my platform is all men should die.
I would vote for you, but I'll be dead.
Yep. Thanks.
Yep.
For
You're
your
welcome.
undying support. My last topic is, what do you know about the Alyssa Violet Tana Brooke of it all?
Who?
Okay.
Kelsey texted me about this.
Who's Kelsey?
Ference, I think.
Texted you about Alyssa Violet?
Yeah.
Does she like her?
No, she was asking who it was.
Oh.
Because she saw a clip, and I was like, girl, I have no idea.
She's famous for being Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend who cheated on him with his brother.
Yeah, she said, who the fuck is Alyssa? And I was like, girl, I have no idea.
Yeah, so there's so many things happening right now in girl world. Girl world is not at peace. So there's obviously the Clinton Brooke stuff.
Yeah.
Which we know. I just like don't know if this is recording. There's some weird thing happening, and if it's not recording, I'm gonna lose my mind. So there's 2 things. The Clinton Kane thing, yes, is happening. Mm-hmm. Then there was a situation with somebody named Tessa Brooks. They brought her up on the podcast. She's Alyssa Violet's friend. Like, she got a little snippy about that, whatever. I think that was like Paige's story, though. I don't even think that was like Tana and Brooke. Like, they both like that girl.
I don't know.
And then Tana always makes fun of Jason Nash for begging for money on TikTok Live.
Yes.
Jason Nash is a former Vlog Squad guy who's like 56
and used to be married to or dated
Trisha Paytas, emotionally abused her, was best friends with David Dobrik, like, just like,
you know the vibe.
Why would you be defending this man? Like, I have no idea. Has also like dated or fucked, like, I don't know if they were minors, but like
close
way
enough.
too young for him. Did try to fuck Tana when she was 18 and or 19, and he was like 80. Already 50, like crazy. So Alyssa Violet decided to like clap back at Tana and defend Jason Nash because she's friends with him. She's like, shaming is never okay. Like, you sell your asshole on OnlyFans. Why can't he get shaming's not okay, and then shaming someone for having an OnlyFans?
Also, I have a Tana
where
asshole
she doesn't.
Story too.
Oh my god, you do. Where she doesn't even sell her asshole. Yeah. So then Tana and Brooke went on their podcast and just like aired her the fuck out. Like, went the fuck in on her. Yeah.
I don't know if I saw it. Or maybe I did.
You can even watch. There's so many clips of it too. They're posting like every part of the conversation. And then they're saying like all these girls have come forward and all these people have come forward and just been like, she is such a terrible fucking person, and this was my experience with her. And now collectively, like, everyone on TikTok is like, she is the meanest girl I have ever fucking met.
Which is what always gets me about people like that, because aren't you scared?
Aren't you fucking scared?
Aren't you scared?
Of what? Of what?
Yeah.
And then like also Brooke's doing a fucking expose of Zach Sang right now.
Good.
In a bad way.
Yeah, good.
It's really bad.
Also, someone requested that we talk about Cody Ko of it all. But
that's what I was going to say next.
Okay.
So Tana recently said at a live show that she had sex with Cody Ko when she was 17 and he was 25. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of like started to get around. So then she addressed it formally on the podcast.
Saying like,
with Paige and not even Brooke.
Yep.
And was just having like a real, and she was so like vulnerable, and I just felt so sad because she like is trying to like not blame herself, but is blaming herself, and is like, I know how people see me, I know that no one's gonna believe me, basically. And like basically saying like I contributed, like I fucked tons of guys when I was
And that's
17.
what she was saying. She was like, to me, I don't feel like a certain way about it, but it sucks for the other girls that probably do because he is, I guess, a freak.
Yeah, and now there's other people coming forward. And like
there always is.
I had this conversation with like one of my friends, just like it's unfortunate the times that we've lived through. Like it's just, and it is the patriarchy and the men supporting men and this all being normalized. But like that was so normal. Like it's normal in Hollywood, it's normal in influencer culture, it's normal in the music scene to just like have sex with underage women. Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like I'm not victim shaming at all. I'm just like presenting the culture. Like their parents just like let them go be around. Like I'm thinking about like Kylie Jenner just like popping on the scene, being 17 and just dating 25-year-old men publicly, like just like, and it's just
it's sick.
It's sick, and I'm glad we're getting to a place now where we're
calling people
out. But it's hard to retroactively be like, this was kind of a symptom of the culture. Should you have done that? No. Are you fucking weird? Yes. But like,
especially when like at the time when you were that young, you were like about it.
Yeah.
Because how can you know what I mean?
And like, obviously men should not.
Because I hooked up with a lot of grown-ass men when I was underage.
We've talked about this too, where like you feel like,
and like I wanted it,
fine about that, but then
also then I look back and I'm like, oh, you're fucking weird.
Why did you want that?
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. So yeah, I mean, it's really, really bad. And like now that there's like other stories, like obviously there always are, but like sometimes you think like, okay, maybe, you know, you were 25 fucking girls and she happened to be 17 and was around and like, but he knew and like, I don't know. It's tough. And I want to believe that he is changed or like not and like that.
Maybe.
Because, like, I don't know.
Maybe, but still, like, I don't know.
I don't either.
A like, fucked up thing.
It's really fucked up.
Like, I don't think maybe he should be condemned forever, but like, I never did, but I don't ever give a fuck about him.
I know. I really like him.
Well, so does she still. She still watches his podcast, she said.
Yeah, I love his podcast. I love his wife. I love his wife.
So, like, yeah, maybe he's changed, and that's phenomenal, but that doesn't, it's a bigger thing. It's not just him.
Yeah, and that's, like, I'm not, like, excusing it by saying everyone did it, but it's just, like, I can understand.
Well, what I was going to say is, like,
the culture of it.
If it's more recent, then I'm like, you know what culture is like now and, like, how we talk about these things.
It was, like, 10 to 11 years ago. And it just it was all like that, and that to me is like, I can understand why they both just felt normal about doing it, like but let's also talk about like the bigger issue of like, why the fuck was that normal? Why is it still normal? Like, what are we doing? And it starts by, you know, people just speaking out about things that happen to them, and then people being like, wait, what the fuck? So, like, I don't know. I'm kind of just hoping that, like, it doesn't just become, like, the cancel Cody movement and becomes, like, a conversation. What the fuck are we doing?
Totally.
And, like, let's protect people in the future. And, like, I don't believe that Cody Co. is doing that right now, but I believe that there are hundreds of YouTubers who are. So, like, let's figure out what's going on instead of focusing all of our energy on, like, canceling this one man, which, like, yeah, I'm sure he should still, rightfully so, need to, like...
a week off work unpaid. Just kidding.
Way worse. But, yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm coming across...
No, I
like,
think
I'm not articulating well, but, like, I don't know. I just have, like, a lot of thoughts on it. But what I would never do is post a story like Brittany Broski did, where she was basically just like defending him. She did delete her Royal Court episode with him. The Cut, which we love, has done a lot of stuff with him. They deleted every trace of him off of their YouTube channel, and he was like a huge part of them. Like, he would do reaction videos of them, and then they brought him on to like do some stuff with them for episodes, and then he would react to those. Like, he has like tons of videos about The Cut, and they had so many of him. So that's good. But like, yeah, Brittany Broski, I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was just like, yikes, girl, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Either say nothing or like...
Say nothing. Or
Yeah.
defend Tana. Or
Exactly. Ugh, and then that drama too is so fucking annoying. Like, you holier than thou fucking bitch. I love her so bad though. It sucks.
I
Like,
think she's funny about it. Don't give a fuck
ugh,
about
I
her.
love her.
And we have to, I like have to leave.
You have to leave?
I have plans at 7.
Oh, me too. Yeah, so I don't know. That's all fucked up, and there's a ton of shit happening in the influencer space right now that we'll try to keep you updated on in the YouTuber. I fear that we're having a Dramageddon right now. We have to go. Just
Yeah, we have to
forget
go.
it all.
We'll finish this
cut
later.
off. Yeah, we have to go.
We love you guys.
Love you. See you next week. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
I feel like we might get more views or less.
I don't know if you can have nipples out on YouTube. Okay.